Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How do you do? My name is Alfred. Oh, sorry, wrong set here. Wrong set. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Movie Social. My name is Ricky, and that's Steph.
What's up, people?
Today's episode, we're going to be bringing you the beginning of August's Black Excellence. We decided to switch it up a bit. Instead of doing it for the whole month per person, we're going to each week highlight two different people. So, because there's a lot of black actors and actresses that should be highlighted, and it would definitely take a lot longer us doing it for the month, even though each one should be celebrated each throughout the month. But we'll do each week. This week we are going to be doing Taraji P. Henson and the late, great Bernie Mac.
It's my second wife, y'all. In another life.
Yeah, man. Alright, man. Because man is going to... Sorry, I'm just joking. Forget Terrence Howard.
No, yo. My wife knows I love Taraji P. Henson, man. Oh, man. But whatever.
Alright, so... For me, one of the big standouts for Bernie Mac would be... I'm not going to even go with the Bernie Mac show because that's a big one. But I'm going to go with Soul Man. His last film, which he didn't even get to see released in theaters.
That's hard to...
It released right after.
Definitely hard to swallow, man.
But Soul Man, starring him and Samuel L. Jackson, really was a phenomenal comic moment. Them playing as retired, I don't want to say actors, but because they were acting, but they were musicians, I'm gonna say, but they were singers more so. But I'm gonna say musicians in a way, retired musicians that were practically broke for the most part, down on their luck financially and all that, and wanted to got a chance to do a tour, basically, in a way, kind of like a greatest hits type of tour type of thing, and basically them having to pay for their own motels in a way, because the money that they was getting for the tour was cheap, crappy money in hotels, and they basically were getting into mischief, doing stuff that they would have normally done when they were younger on tour. And it was crazy seeing them as older individuals doing all that, and the way they were acting, and it was hilarious, very funny. If you have not seen Soul Man, you should watch it. It's phenomenal and great. But as a whole, Bernie Mac, as a whole, is a phenomenal, one of the best comedians out there.
Agreed.
That have ever graced the light and cameras.
Big facts.
From his appearances in movies, his TV shows, stand-up comedy, one of the greatest. Because a lot of people don't remember, he was even in Transformers. He was in a couple other bits and pieces, roles of movies, but he stood out even in those small roles. Because I still won't never forget the line in Transformers, especially at the end, at the Bumblebee hit all the other vehicles. He gonna tell Manny, bang this thing out for me, baby.
So,
anyway, what is your pick?
I can't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't, because I love Bernie Mac. Like, me and my wife to this day will watch the Bernie Mac show, like just to watch it.
You want to pick the show then?
No, but I can't, because my favorite movie of all time, is Life. Like, anybody who knows me knows that I can watch Life at least once a day, because first of all, that movie has so many good actors in it, so many good, they were comedians, but like, it had so many.
There are actors.
Yeah, but I mean,
it was a star-studded cast.
Huh?
It was a star-studded cast.
It was like that cast.
Are we talking food now here, sir?
No, I'm just saying that cast was just amazing. It had Martin Lawrence, it had Bernie Mac, it had Eddie Murphy. It had so many people in it, and that movie was good. He literally literally to this day, Django Leg is one of the best characters to ever be played. But then you also gotta go back to House Party.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget, he also did roles for How to Be a Player.
Yes, like it's really for me personally, it's too hard because like the lines or like that little part in like, first of all, he was in the House Party franchise. I think about the third one or something like that. But that entire scene, bro, to this day, that line where he says, "If you can't trust nobody, you know what you do? Fuck 'em." Like, my mom told me that as I was growing up, and like I stuck to that. Like, yo, the whole thing where he was like, "Ooh, I know what they used to call her. They used to call you jawbone." Like, to this day, that's an iconic scene. And then, like I said, and then I go back to life. The whole scene when they're trying to figure out who's the baby, and then he put up the baby and he just screamed out, "I'm the pappy." Like, yo, that is hilarious. Like, it's too much to just say, "Oh, yeah, this is my favorite." And I get it. People do have their
I'm not going to
favorites.
pick as a favorite, but ones that stood out to me, ones that a lot of people haven't seen.
Agreed, but
probably I'm shining the lights.
I agree. I definitely understand what you're coming from. But to me, like, his whole career in just general was awesome. And I don't know if you...
Can we get a Bernie Mac day going?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you... Or if you, as you got older, because obviously you couldn't watch when you were younger. The Def Comedy Jams with Bernie Mac.
Of course, I've watched a lot of them.
When he had the jumper on back in the 90s, the jumper.
I've even watched the original Kings of Comedy.
Bro,
all of that.
Didn't that jumper have his face on it? Like, he had an airbrush jumper with his face on it.
It's been a while, though.
And the whole thing, he'd be like, "Kick it!" And then he start playing the music, and then he'd be like, "Yo, I understand." Yo, for me to be only 30 years old to remember that, it's probably hilarious. They're like, "Yo, what are you doing?" But no, I watched that as I got older, and like, his career, and I feel like he was taking, I can definitely understand he was sick. He was taken from us too soon, man, because I feel like he still had a lot of comedy prowess in his body, man.
Just imagine some of the movies or roles he would probably played in now. For some of the movies that have come out, it'd have been crazy.
Friday, bro. I totally forgot about Friday.
We didn't even get another Kings of Comedy.
No.
Like, we could have had the Legends of Comedy.
Agreed.
Anything like that happening.
Yo, oh man, Miss Parker, bro. Bernie Mac is a legend. He's a GOAT to me, man. He's definitely a GOAT in my eyes.
Definitely. All right. Let's switch gears for a second now. Then, Taraji. What you picking?
Whew. Taraji. For real, man. That was in another life. That was my wife. Seriously. But for me, her best role was just recently 2016 Hidden Figures, yo. I thoroughly enjoyed that movie. We could both talk about it because I mean it was a really really good movie. The whole and the fact that it was based on a true story made it even better. I did not know personally. Again, you can call me uneducated if you want, but it's best to admit that you did not know something rather than just turn a blind eye. But I did not know that they were the first 3 black women to work in NASA, and basically changed the game. And the acting was great from her. So you had your 3 main leading actresses. You had Taraji B. Henson, Olivia Spencer.
Oh, yes, Octavia.
You coming at me getting names wrong anyway. Octavia Spencer and Janelle. Yo, just take a pause for a second. She's out here doing big. Like, first of all,
she switched more so from music to acting a lot.
But she still can sing and dance, which is awesome. But back to Taraji. Did she win something for this?
I believe there was a lot of award nominations for Hidden Figures. I can't remember whether or not she won an award per se, but I do know as a whole for Hidden Figures, if it was not for this cast, the way Hidden Figures set up the spotlight for them and the actors, and not only that, they're working on now a Hidden Figures TV series.
Really? Oh,
yes.
I'm definitely tuning
But
in.
if it wasn't for them, I don't think we would have got the TV series, or a lot of people probably would not have learned about the first black woman.
Now, here's the quick question. I mean, and then you're absolutely right because I didn't know that. Here's a question because again, I'll leave it to you. Are they gonna be in the show?
That is still up in the air. I doubt it, but you never know.
I hope they are.
It all depends, one, on who's doing the show, how the show's going to go. 2, their schedule, because you know Janelle Monáe alone has got a tight schedule lately. Yeah. She's got a lot going on.
Yes.
Octavia Spencer does. Taraji, I don't know. Ever since now, with Power basically going to an end, who knows? I'm sorry. Empire. Same thing to me. I hate Empire. Bree. With her wrapping up Empire, I don't know what's on her schedule as of late. I mean, will they make her Think Like a Man 3? Not, but you never know. No, he's not calling you. He's not asking you to call him.
I am though. But I am. Alright, so are you gonna? So I understand you said that was your.
I mean, Hidden Figures was really one of the phenomenal movies in her career. She's had a lot of great things in her career. I mean, you could go with Think Like a Man 2, but I'm gonna go with Hustle and Flow.
That was a great movie.
Because, yeah, sadly, another thing with her and Terrence Howard. I really hate Empire, personally. But Hustle and Flow, to me, was one of her breakout roles.
Agreed.
Sadly, it has to always be the bad, corrupt, dirty-ish type of roles that the black people play that gives them a big breakout role. But she played her character well, very, very well. To the point where, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of feeling the moments, the sympathy was coming out of me for Terrence at parts. But all in all, the role she played was phenomenal. I mean, I could even go with a few other movies where she played very crazy roles. I mean, I'm not talking about like Think Like a Man and all that. I mean, I can even go with Karate Kid. Granted, the movie itself, we kind of really could have done without this version of Karate Kid. But her role as a mother on that was very well put together. She played the mom very well.
Even though Jaden Smith played the spoiled little brat.
Listen. The Best Enemies, she's played well. That's a more recent film. Heartstrings being pulled on that one.
Don't say baby boy. Don't say that.
No. We're not going to go with baby boy on this. I mean, she played a role well on there.
No.
But we're not going to go with that. But Alchemy, though.
Okay.
That role. Playing the crazed ex-girlfriend. Or ex-wife. Was something else.
Yeah.
She should have just took the money, though. And walked away. She could have been rich. Alive. Having a good life. But she didn't. Or you should have just stuck by your man like you were supposed to do. Instead of listening to your dumb sisters. But all in all, though, Taraji has had a great career.
Yes.
We're looking forward to more of what she's going to be in. Mm-hmm. What is your favorite role for Bernie Mac? What is your favorite role for Taraji? Could be a TV show, could be a movie, could be voice acting. Because they've both done a lot of voice acting as well for animated films or shorts. But you let us know in the comments below. And until next time.